Interestingly also, lights, not only do they use electricity directly, of course, but they also, because they emit heat and light, which ends up as heat ultimately in the building, the HVAC system has to withdraw that heat. So there's an indirect energy consumption of lights which is imposed on the air conditioning system, which often gets forgotten. Air conditioning systems have what we call a coefficient of performance typically. What it is how much cooling or heating energy comes out of the system divided by the electrical power used to run the compressors and motors and fans. And we call that a coefficient of performance. It's typically about 3. So for each kilowatt hour you put in of electrical energy, that will deliver you 3 kilowatt hours of cooling or heating energy. It's obviously quite efficient because it takes energy and multiplies it by a factor of 3, but it sucks energy out of course, the outside environment to heat or cool to the inside environment. So what does that mean for lights? Each kilowatt hour that the light uses in the building electrically, that runs into that light, that all ends up as heat in the building, the air conditioning system has to remove that, and because of the coefficient of performance of around about 3, it's about 1/3 of a kilowatt hour that's imposed on the HVAC system. So 1 unit of lighting energy the light uses, and about 1/3 of a unit is imposed on the air conditioning system. Now, thus lights use approximately 1/3 times their power. That's when the air conditioning system is cooling the building. However, of course, they don't cool the building all year round. In Sydney, they pretty much do, which is quite surprising because of the solar ingress through the glass. The air conditioning system cools the building all the time. It gets pretty quick, even in winter, if you switch off the air conditioning system. It's probably different for Melbourne. They wouldn't cool the buildings for as long, so there's a climatic impact. But overall, the building is being cooled for a percentage of the year and heated sometimes for a percentage of the year, and those things are impacted by the lighting.